son. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Kinguin Pro League 2015. Lothar was busy flexing just before we went back live.
Docs left me hanging.
But yeah, I'm sorry,
flexed
dude.
too.
I mean, I left you hanging like the glorious statue that you look like. I'm just trying to figure out right now who's playing. I mean, what the players are playing, because we know that it's Kibler versus SjoW. So we have Kibler playing Hunter, Priest, and Shaman, and SjoW has Druid, Shaman, and Warlock. So we have two Shamans in this lineup, and I'm actually pretty excited because that's not something I see every day.
And you know what? They're both being played in round 1. So Shaman
Mirror
versus
match
Shaman.
Shaman.
Yeah, mirror match Shaman. How will that go? Who got the more of the Lightning Storm?
Kibler has Mech Shaman, and SjoW has mid range.
You predict that or you know?
No, I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm betting on. I am predicting that's going to be a Mech Shaman for Kibler.
Well, it's still... I think the result will be based on who draws and who casts the best Lightning Storm. Right?
Yeah, I mean, in general, that's what it comes down to. So who gets the first board clear, right?
Yep. Well, we'll be jumping into the game shortly. Look, Kibler is role-playing. That's
what is he doing? Oh my god, you will love Kibler's outfit. He's actually ready for Blackrock Mountain like no one I've ever seen before.
Yeah, but does he have tooth?
We'll see. Don't tell him what he's disguised at. What are you doing? It's got to be a surprise. We have insight into what Kibler is trying to look like. SjoW is not disguised as anything but himself, so I'm pretty happy that SjoW did not bring Warrior this time because he got taken off guard by Firebat last time when they played.
Yeah, I think
his matchup was predictable. He's just going to bring unpredictable lineups, hopefully. I like Kibler's decision to bring Shaman. Priest, on the other hand, I know there's been a lot of Control Priest. I don't know that Kibler likes Control Priest too much, though.
Well, he played a lot of Death Rattle Priest. Like, yeah. Really a lot.
I know that much. I know he played a lot of Priest in general, but I don't know if he's played too much with this, you know, the Priest recently since GVG. I don't really watch the stream, and I haven't really followed his progression. I just don't remember him bringing it so far.
Well, we'll have to see.
Yep. Well, the Creeper is not very mechy.
He didn't cap... SjoW didn't cap the Lightning Storm, but he got it right away. Never mind. It's really interesting. It's
yeah,
one of the
cards
is
clunky though.
Yeah, but the Lightning Storm is one of the cards that I would really like to keep in my opening hand, even when I'm going first as a Shaman. Maybe that's why I bet Shaman, but who knows?
You know what? Kibler's got a golden Shaman. I think he just bought it.
Yeah, of course he had. But the other option, you can't play 500 games as Shaman. That's not possible.
So now we have to add a new title to Kibler. It's going to be Brian Kibler, Nefarian Kibler, from Brian Kibler, Nefarian Gaming. This outfit is crazy. He's not menacing enough. Like, it doesn't... He needs to look more angry.
Isn't that just a toothless dragon from the How to Train a Dragon cosplay?
Is it? The black dragon?
I think so.
Just, oh my god. Please no.
Okay. What does SjoW
You told him up for the rest of the game until you can get a good storm and then you swing back in. It's boring, isn't it? Yeah, it's boring. But I mean, I guess you could attack the Searing with that 2/2. That way you're guaranteed to heal up to your
yeah, but then
healing.
If your opponent has a Flame Tongue, he kills your Flame Tongue without any... Oh, come on. It just happened.
If he's got a Flame Tongue, and he's got a Flame Tongue. I'm not sure I like that line of play from SjoW, but we're gonna have to see.
But there's a back-to-back Flame Tongue into a Flame Tongue. Or maybe just a Rock Biter.
I think rock biting the Flame Tongue is gonna be necessary here.
Yeah. It's still okay.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
It's a 1-1 trade, basically.
Yeah. And you're negating the potential added value that could get later on. Alright, there's a Lightning Storm in both players' hands. And I think this Mana Tide Totem
will make a major difference here in this matchup.
Yeah, you kind of want another Rock Biter in this position, but...
Yeah.
Oh man, and he's got the Blood Mage to go with it. Oh man, this Lightning Storm is so excruciating. You can't actually do much here. You just have to play it somewhat passively, but you're gonna get punished in a second. What's the beauty of Shaman Mirrors, I guess?
I'm trying to break down the match. I'm not doing fine, I think. Well, you can't really play anything apart from the totems, and that's the problem. The Lightning Bolt, well, that's a kind of...
You don't really have to play Blood Mage here.
No,
but
you
the
don't
problem
have to.
is...
But you want to, I think. Because your hand is really clunky, and the one card can make a huge difference in upcoming turns.
Is it clunky when you've got a Drake and a Fire Ellie back to back? I don't know.
Well, you can't now play the Fire Elemental on turn 6, which sucks.
Oh, Nerubian Egg, that's back. You know, that's a card
incoming?
that I haven't seen too much. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think Kibler is in fact running a Bloodlust. I would be actually surprised if he did not at this point.
So now
It makes
Crackle,
way too much
right?
sense.
Crackle
man.
deals 5 points of damage, minimum.
Well, Lightning Bolt also deals 4 to 5. Alright, he's not gonna bother. That was cute.
And Nerubian?
No, it's
And
better to
trade
play
for the
Crackle.
totem?
Yeah, sure, no problem. I mean, you just wipe the board and force a Storm. Alright, so he's even gonna have mana for the Fire Elemental next turn. That's pretty good. That's a semi-tempting Storm, but you can't actually do it, unfortunately. Drake seems like a play. It's gonna get punished.
And Hunted Creeper, yeah, this will get punished.
Everything
Wow.
gets punished. Doesn't matter what you do, you're getting punished.
Rockbiter, do you use Rockbiter first? I don't think so. It depends on the build. Oh, Well, there are a few options here. You can...
Yeah, there are a lot of options actually. I really like Fire Ellie as a strong play that forces removal.
And you trade your Blood Mage? Or your Hunted Creeper?
I almost prefer Blood Mage because you get a card draw immediately.
Then why not first sacrifice Blood Mage?
Yeah, but that's my thinking. I don't think he's gonna be looking for anything else. I think he's gonna be trading maybe the Creeper at this point then. It's the only reasonable play.
The Nerubian Egg is making quite a difference here. Just because it kinda plays around Lightning Storm.
Yeah, it's the same strength that it used to have against, Explosive Trap and stuff like this back when Undertaker Hunter was a thing and they were running Mix of Freezings and Explosive. Nerubian Egg was pretty solid at preventing the board wipes, but right now it's doing exactly that to show, and it's got very little to do.
Yep.
It's gonna be a boring Hex, I think. But that Sludge Belcher is really gonna put him back on the map. Double Storm in Kibler's hand. That is probably the clunky part. The rest is fine. There's a Dr. Boom though.
Well, you got 3 solid minions. So I don't think you have a problem.
Do you just play Fire Elemental here instead?
What about... Okay, Fire Elemental with sacrificing both of your Hunted Creepers seems fine. Then you just totem up.
Yeah,
What
I mean, you're
about-
gonna get a good Drake Storm. That's the thing. As soon as that Hunted Creeper pops, you're gonna get the perfect board wipe. Oh man. SjoW actually lost to a Shaman with with a Bloodlust from Firebat last time, so he's gonna be paying attention to that Bloodlust potential. He's got to be careful and very worried right now. All right, so I really like the Alakir Rockbiter here. You get a free kill on that Fire Ellie. That is a very, very strong play. And even keep the Hunted Creeper alive. Yep, really
think
liking
you
this
do.
line of play. Forcing a Hex from Kibler, which means he can't play Dr. Boom on the back of it.
Still not a bad position for Kibler here, especially with the Defensive Argus. I think you just play Defensive Argus on the egg, right?
I kind of like it, but if I'm gonna do anything board-wise here, it's probably gonna be a boring Dr. Boom. I don't know. I do feel like Dr. Boom would do Quite a bit of work. Either way, otherwise it's gonna have to be a Hex Defender, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do like as well. I think it's they have two line of plays here. I think Hex Defender protects you against some of the shenanigans that might come out with Flame Tongue totems. And Definitive Argus gets played. 2 minions go down. I'm actually not sure exactly how SjoW's supposed to repopulate this board. He has to kill.
There's no easy way.
Yeah, he's got to kill that egg. One day.
So you play Hunted Creeper, Definitive Argus, kill Egg, and go for the Storm, right? Or you can
Bad
do...
Storm.
Um,
Bad Storm.
what about...
Still a bad storm.
about Flame Tongue Totem? And you Storm? Nah, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think Kibler's about to unleash the double storm on SjoW here, or at least one of them. I think this Dr. Boom Storm, this Dr. Boom Storm is too good to pass. This Dr. Boom Storm is way too good to pass. He can pop the creeper with the defender, and then kill everything almost. This is as good as it's gonna get, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, and SjoW has no way to come back in this game after the storm.
I don't think so.
Oh man, he's gonna go for the maximum storm value to guarantee that he can actually kill the Hunted Creeper's remaining 1/1s, and that Bloodlust is gonna seal the game next turn. This is incredible. SjoW is gonna get Bloodlusted again. He's gonna have to storm here just to remove stuff off the board.
You think? Well, that Bloodlust doesn't even really matter, you know?
I know, it's just a little...
It's like a gimmick.
It's a fun gimmick that seals the game before things go... Well, you know what? That's not a terrible thing, because now he can guarantee that the egg doesn't pop up. Well, we won't see the Bloodlust, unfortunately. Wait, we are?
Of damage is that?
We are seeing the Bloodlust.
That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's not enough.
Yeah.
So just drop Dr. Boom. Right?
Yeah, because why not, you know? You got enough mana.
I think Dr. Boom is kind of a nice card to play on turn from 7 to 20.
Again, you know, the prerequisite is, does it glow in your hand? Does it have that green border? If so, you might want to play it. He's not playing it. He wants to make sure he's got a second wind. If this board fails, he wants to make sure he's got a follow-up.
No way. Why would you play Dr. Boom?
Oh, man. This is actually a nice Fire Elemental Storm.
Yeah,
This is actually a really nice one. Holy crap. And SjoW is contemplating his misery.
SjoW intensifies.
The thing is, like, I really don't know what other play he's got besides the Fire Elemental Lightning Storm.
Well, you have no other plays. You have to do it.
Yeah, it's like the battle of the elements, but ultimately whoever has the most elements ends up winning.
And the Drake has more. So now you play Dr. Boom, right? And Rogue Biter, the Flame Tongue Elemental?
I guess you do. You Dr. Boom Feral Spirit.
Oh yeah, okay. Never mind.
The opponent doesn't
is
have...
way better, yeah. 2 of those Lightning Storms were already played, right?
Does he even need to play Feral Spirit? I guess he does, just because the Fire Elemental is a bit pesky, but... Yeah, I think we've seen 2 storms. Actually, no, from SjoW we've seen the one. We didn't see the second one from SjoW. We only saw the one.
There's no way he can turn this game around. Especially
Believe in the Deathwing. Believe in the Deathwing. We saw one today.
In a rogue. In a rogue, man. In a rogue.
Are you saying it's not good to play Deathwing in a Shaman deck because you want the board presence with your totems? Did I just hear you say that?
Yeah, of course. Hey, you have to play the Bloodlust here, right? You have 6 minions on board.
The Bloodlust Storm and you forget about everything. Oh man, SjoW's gonna go down.
Why no Storm?
For the BM value. He still wins though, but
SjoW has to feel bad to lose
oh
twice.
my goodness, Kibler with the show. Puts the show on
Why?
and
SjoW
rock
has
bites
to
the
be like-
face.
I bet that SjoW thinks that's impossible that I lose 2 weeks in a row to a Bloodlust.
Well, you know what?
That's not happening. That's not a real word, you know?
What is Bloodlust and who plays that? I can tell you who plays that.
Go to
Golden
train your
Shamans with
Kibler.
Sea Giants.
Yeah.
And that's what Kibler plays, I think. Based on that Golden Shaman, it has to be that.
Man.
Well, Hunter and Priest left for Kibler. And I would say Priest versus Shaman is a pretty solid matchup for Kibler if he gets that one done. And Hunter versus Shaman's also not bad, so...
If he plays the Face Hunter.
Yeah, even mid-range is okay. The problem is it's a bit worse because of the Savannah High main. I think you're much better off against mid-range as Shaman than you're off against Face.
Definitely. Like, I still remember the time when Sunshine Hunter was new.
Yeah.
And one of the counters to Sunshine Hunter was Shaman. Just because, you know, Hexes for the Savannah High mains was the best answer that was basically given to us.
Yeah.
And you can still raise a Hunter that is playing way slower than before.
Yeah, you can still, I mean, and that's kind of the power of Hunter, I guess, is to be able to adapt to both, to have two archetypes that are very functional and play a little different. SjoW is going to queue up as Shaman again, run into Kibler's Priest. In general, this doesn't go well for the Shaman. I mean, this is a really, really terrible matchup. I think the only, one of the few times I won as Shaman against Priest was against Gara WCA, and that was like the only time. I saw the matchup and I was like, well, this is probably going to be an escape conceit for me, but I ended up winning because I think he just whiffed on every single draw, more so than because I played well. But this is a really lopsided matchup for the Priest.
Yeah, I agree. This might be very harsh for SjoW to somehow turn around against the Priest, because almost every single card that is put into Priest counters Shaman. Like Alkali Circle. That's like basically you clean the whole board of Shaman. There's no way anything can stand after that, because if it's a turn 6 with a Fire Mantle, then you also will use a hero power to kill off that Fire Mantle. And then we have KPL Shadow Priest, which will basically steal almost every minion. We have Shadow Madness, which is also great against every minion which Shaman has. So
yeah,
it's really
get
a hard
everything.
time. Yeah, and the Holy Nova kills every single totem. Oh wow!
We saw a Shrinkmeister though in Kibler's deck. Oh man, if that Valence Chosen sticks. But it won't, because there's a Flame Tongue. It won't even get time to be played.
Well, I have no. That's funny when there are 2 zombie Joes on board.
Well, I guess you just play Flame Tongue and trade. I mean, I'd take that trade just because it's a frustrating one to handle later on, and you can always play Feral Spirit next to your Flame Tongue afterwards.
So you play Flame Tongue?
If he doesn't take this trade, that Valence Chosen is going to be a little annoying, honestly. Yeah, I think you just drop Flame Tongue here.
Yeah.
Well, they're both going to get healed for 0.
Value.
Oh, Shadow Madness. Hello.
The BM, the light shall burn you.
You're not a priest if you don't do that. Right?
True. So now we'll see a drop from with Feral Spirits, and next turn again, right? But do you want to?
I don't know if I'd play
I don't
those,
think,
but
yeah. Then you play directly into an Alkanized Circle, and that's something you don't want to do at all.
So I see mechs in this priest. I just want to know, is there a I don't know, repair bot, shadow boxers? Is that some kind of funky priest deck that I've just never seen? Because I like it so far. I really like it, honestly. It's pretty cool. Oh, that's a great top deck for SjoW. Well, great.
You know
I
what?
may be overstating it a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's great. But you know what? We were talking that this is such a lopsided matchup, and it doesn't seem like one. At least not for now.
Yeah, because he trades away the only Shadow Madness target at the moment, but we'll have to see what Kibler plays. He's playing more of a, minion-centric deck, then Shaman has a slight edge on that single front.
Death Lord. Okay.
That's good. That's a good target for Valence Chosen.
But do you wait one
Play it?
turn?
Yeah, that's the question.
Well,
isn't
you
it?
can play Thought Steal and maybe get a Rockbiter or Lightning Bolt or Crackle or... Well,
I kind of
Crackle is
like-
bad. Lightning Bolt is bad too.
I like Deathlord better because if a small minion comes up, you can Shadow Madness it and use the Deathlord to kill off that 4/3. And it lets you weave in that hero power to starve Shaman. So coin Fire Ellie, but that's a bit awkward.
Well, you want to kill the Death Lord, and you don't want to use the Hex on that. That's for sure. I think you have to play the Elemental,
Yeah, I mean, if you play Feral Spirit, you're really not achieving anything at all.
and you delay your Elemental next turn because
Exactly.
you will have two points of overload.
Yeah, I don't think there's any merit to playing the Feral Spirit number 2 here. Yeah, I mean, you don't play 2 Feral Spirits into a potential Alchemy Circle. That's like rule number 1. You really don't want to do that. So he's just going to go for the slower play, and he finds... Oh, man. Maybe he knows Kibler's deck. Maybe he's been watching Kibler's streams. Maybe Kibler plays this on stream.
Maybe. Who knows? Light
Oh
Bolt.
my god.
That doesn't achieve anything.
Look at that Shadow Madness now. It's actually pretty solid.
So you Shadow Madness one wolf, kill the other one, or you just play Valence Chosen and Thought Steal?
I'm thinking about Valence Chosen heal even. Heal the minion. Because that's 4-8. That's 10 health. 10 health. That's a lot of health on a Deathlord.
That's
And
true.
you're killing a 2-3.
It's a guessing game for me, because I don't know the exact list that which Kibler is playing, so I'm not exactly sure which type of play is better.
I like both lines of play. I just think he might be saying to himself that he wants to extract as much value as he possibly can off of that Deathlord. And that would mean keeping it alive. The drawback is that the totem is now buffed up.
And now he's basically trading for the Deathlord and getting a free creature for it. Oh wow! Lucky for Kibler, one of the big threats that could have got out from the Deathlord Death Rattle is now in his hand. So there's no chance of getting a Alakir from that. Yeah.
And he gets
Still
a
not bad.
Well,
5/5,
still not bad.
Yeah.
That's a Shadow Word Pain. Actually, Shadow Word Dead. Do you just Light Bomb for the sake of it? I guess you want to wait until Fire Elementals come out, so you should just Shadow Word Death here.
I think so. Oh,
Probably.
Hex. Oh, wow. That's a great Thought Steal,
It really is. It really is.
What about second Thought Steal and just wait a turn?
And then get the best Light Bomb ever.
Yeah, it's super greedy, but
But what if he
Shaw
plays
might just
Lotha
think-
Kappa?
someone just think that his Kibler's hand is really bad.
Yeah, but it's not. It's absolutely not. And it just got better with that Hex Sludge. I mean, those two pickups are just crazy.
So Alakir this turn for 10 points of damage. Why not, right?
Yeah, you can
or
swat
next
some
turn.
insects.
Next turn and deal additional 16.
Yeah, with the Rock Biter. I think you have to do that. You know what?
So
This is probably a Belcher Hex. I mean, Light Bomb also somewhat works, but I don't think it's as good as Kibler wants it to be.
I don't think so.
Kibler's got plans for that Light Bomb. Doesn't just throw it away on a whim for Totem and a Fire
Well,
Ellie.
if you go Belcher Hex, then you trade your Belcher with Alakir, then Totem kills this little slime, and then Alakir deals 5 points of damage to your face.
If it's placed next to the...
I mean, there will be even a rock biter. So
Yeah.
it's
Thought
a
Steel
tricky
Hex,
situation.
Thought Steel Sludge. Oh man, so many sludges in here. What the hell?
Burp.
Wait. That's a lot of burst. Does he just go for the... Whoa, look at the damage that SjoW could deal this turn.
So SjoW can play Alakir and Rockbiter, and that is alone 16 points of damage.
He could deal 16 now. You attack with the Fire Ellie into the 3/5, the 2/2 into the slime.
Why would you? Yeah, you do that. Sorry, never mind. Yeah, so you just go for that, right?
I like Hex and Fire Ellie as well, though. The thing is, that's gonna be the best Light Bomb ever.
But do you play around Light Bomb?
I don't honestly.
It's like playing around Brawl against Warrior, I think.
I think it feels worse because you don't even know that it's even remotely in his range. I've seen so few Light Bombs that I wouldn't necessarily play around them as much as I would play around something like Alkanite Circle.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, by playing around Alkanite Circle, you also play around Light Bomb to a large extent. And he's getting the OTK next turn if this board doesn't get handled. And Light Bomb! That's good. Alright, so that's not enough value. Because he's still dead now. GG, boys.
Yep.
I can't believe Shaman just took a game from Priest. I mean, I'm
That's
not
the
used
usual
to it.
thing. We are talking about the matchup that is super bad, and then, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
that
it's
happens
happened all
the
day.
time.
I don't know what's going on with us. I guess we're jinxed, man. Somebody jinxed us. They said, you know what? These two guys will always predict the wrong outcome of a match. Well, that is going to be a very threatening Alakir. Going to take a game for SjoW with his Shaman versus Kibler's Priest. And now SjoW's got a better idea of what is in that Priest list. So he's going to be better equipped to deal with it. With his two remaining decks.
True. So what are his remaining decks? Druid and Warlock. And I don't think you kinda even fear
Druid,
Priest
yeah.
with those decks.
I try them out. They're both good.
Yeah. So if Warlock has Jaraxxus, it's basically also a win card against Priest. Most of the time, at least.
Until somebody plays Nefarian and steals Sacrificial Pact. But there's no Nefarian today. He might be dressed as a dragon, but he can't summon a new card. That could be nice, though. Can you imagine that? On Jeoparino, like Amaz is trapping Ben Brode, and the first question is, name one GVG card that wasn't revealed. And Ben Brode just freezes like, oh, nice trick. And the win goes to me by default. And then I move on to super hyper Jeoparino. That could be kind of nice. I really can't wait for that, though. That's going to be kind of cool. Yep. More Jeoparinos. So the next match is going to be... Do we know the classes for the next match for the players?
Not yet.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised to just see Druid come out. I mean, worst case scenario, if it doesn't face off against Priest, it'll be facing off against Hunter, which admittedly is not the best, but depends what type of...
This is the one scenario where when Hunter, mid-range Hunter is actually better than face Hunter, because Druid has problems with dealing with high health creatures, and mid-range Hunter is one of those decks.
Yeah, it's one of the few that actually packs enough pressure and high health creatures to threaten the opponents. It kind of reminds me in a way, like mid-range Hunter reminds me in a way of the pressure that Druids deal, except Druids burst you down at the very end, whereas Hunter applies a bit of it during the entire game.
And Hunter lacks Innovate.
Exactly. You don't get to go Dr. 3 like Savich, Just very balanced overall. So SjoW is going to be playing Druid from what we gather here, so we're going to have to figure out whether Kibler sticks to his Priest.
I think he don't stick to a Priest. At least that will be my guess.
Well, you might want to get a tiebreaker, but I can understand.
Well, he has a Shaman still, right?
No, he won with a Shaman first game.
Right. Never mind.
Got a good bloodlust on SjoW's face, went for the full BM.
Yep, right. So I would guess Kibler will switch to Hunter here. I don't have to wait a few seconds.
Yeah, I would think so. Kibler is taking his time. We saw some magic cards in the background, so I mean, I still don't know though. Like as Druid, oh man, Kibler just came back and he said he's playing Priest. Well, to redeem him, there is Light Bomb. You know what? Light Bomb is
Yeah,
pretty
but that's like one card in your whole deck, and it still might not achieve much because it doesn't do anything against Druid of the Claws.
You know what you have to do? It's very easy. Is when they play Force of Nature Savage Roar, you pause the game, you drag Light Bomb, and you just explode everything. And then you're safe.
Really nice instant mechanic, you know? You should propose that to Blizzard. I heard that many players have many different opinions about many different things, and they want all to say that to Blizzard.
Yeah,
So I think you should
Blizzard
email
is. Yeah, I think Blizzard is totally listening to my suggestions right now. I'd love to be able to cast Light Bomb instantly. Or just have a card that says, whenever Force of Nature is played, destroy all treants. That'd be just enough for me. That'd be cool. Alright, we're going to be moving on into the game. We have Kazan Mystic on the show's side, who's going to be making a feature appearance for Uselessness. So, Best Actress 2015. We've got Zombie Chow. I don't even know what she nominated for most useless minion of all time.
Well,
in this matchup.
It might shine against Hunter if the Druid will lose this match.
Yep. All right, we see the balancer rate.
Yeah, the Doctor Innovate, but there's no Doctor yet. Is there a Doctor in the room?
There's no doctor yet, not until turn 7 here. At least from what we can gather.
Turn 5.
Oh man, that's a good curve. Holy hell.
Yeah. You lack only turn 4 play, and you will draw into a second Pelted Shredder next turn for sure.
Yeah. Oh man, Shredders are so... There's so many of them all over the place.
Shrinkmeister. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, it's to it's for that Light Bomb. You want to reduce the damage sometimes that minions deal to themselves.
Well, do you use the Shrinkmeister now to attack into the Pelted Shredder, or do you just drop the Dark Cultist? I think you dropped the Dark Cultist, right?
I mean, either way, you're giving him like a 3-for-1.
But then he attacks into the Cultmaster, and your Shrinkmeister will get you value from the minion that will drop out from the Pelted Shredder.
Right, if he gets physical, he can at least kill it.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't start by killing your Shrinkmeister and finishes off Zombie Chow with a hero power. But that's gonna work. So SjoW's got a decision to make here, whether he wants to use his hero power for value on the Chow and trade with a 3-2 and keep a minion alive, or develop the Shade.
I think developing the Shade is more important.
Generally is, yeah, especially when you've got no turn 4 again, since you've already innervated it out on turn 2.
And he used the Shapeshift, okay.
Shapeshift is being used by SjoW here, is going to wipe the board. Actually, does he just go face for 4 here? I can't see the point of trading.
Yeah, exactly. Forward Shield, that's not bad.
That could have backfired. If a second Power Shield was there, this would be...
What about Pelted Shredder this turn, instead of Dark Cultist? Then your next turn is Dark Cultist and Forward Shield. And then Belger. And then Light Bomb and kill your creatures.
That sounds like the perfect turn 6. So let's see what comes out. Mistress of Pain. Okay. Now the biggest question is, how do I feed him a Knockin' Soul Priest? This is the only thing you're worried about.
Maybe there will be a Pelted Sky Golem.
You know what? I need to see it. So now the Druid can freely life tap and not be worried about losing health.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure.
Oh god. This is late night Hearthstone, ladies and gentlemen. We're not getting tired at all.
So, why would you not drop the Belger here?
Quite frankly, I don't know.
Oh, there's a doctor in the room.
So wait, how do you, from this position, if you're SjoW, what do you play on this board? I like Loatheb a little bit, but it's not...
What about Druid of the Claw in charge mode? Kill the... And you trade for the Pelted Shredder, and then you trade... Nah, that sucks. So you just play it in Druid of the
I heard it. I know what you wanted to do, and I could tell you right now it wasn't the play that he wanted to make here, because there's no guarantee the Mistress of Pain can actually kill what's in the Shredder.
Yeah, yeah.
But it seemed nice on paper. I had the exact same thought. Oh, he's gonna taunt up and squeeze himself
that's it.
more life tab value.
Holy Nova. Holy Nova.
That's kind of what I heard. Oh, you know what? Now he can light bomb and get perfect value.
Deep place. Well,
You know
that's really good. Like,
The question is,
play.
does Mistress of Pain heal the Druid after she deals damage to herself, or does the light bomb deal the damage?
I'm not exactly sure. But it was a well played.
Well met. Mistress
And
of Pain. I need to check out light bomb and how it works. Oh,
now we have
Alright,
to play a Belcher, right? What about the Belcher with a forward shield?
Sylvanas is a bit frustrating in this position, though. If I've got to be honest, I
Now
think
you just go
want
for
to feed
double
him.
draw. Yeah, okay. That makes sense also.
Yeah, I mean, Ancient of Lore is what's gonna make the Druid race ahead even further, so you can't let him get that. Ooh, that's a nice pickup.
The mind control? Or the
Yeah.
balance chosen?
Both.
Agree. Well, what do you do on turn 7? Don't,
You start CPR. You start CPR for your opponent after he faints when you play it on curve. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a Boctor. So how is it like a Boctor Doom? Well, that's not a bad Holy Nova, is it? You attack into that. Well, actually, yeah, it's a pretty bad Holy Nova. Well, it's not bad. It's just not good. You're killing most things. Oh man.
Oh,
Do you just play Sylvanas? No, she's gonna steal your stuff. What if you
Yeah.
attack into Sylvanas with... No, never mind. Yeah, with the Shredder. That way, if he gets your Shredder, you pop the Shredder, then you play Sylvanas, but then you're dead. Most of the time, because you're afraid of combo.
well, it's turn 8. There won't be a combo unless double Savage Roar.
Yeah, but that's the problem, is you're gonna be taking a huge load of damage that you really can't mitigate
Yeah.
very well enough, so... I'll have to see what he goes for. I think drawing into a Shadow or Death would be a pretty good line of play, right?
Deathlord is not bad also.
You give him a Death Lord, or do you just sludge here? He's gonna Nova. You know what? He should have Nova'd first, no?
No,
That way he could have gotten a card draw. He could have gotten a card draw from the Northshire.
But now SjoW can steal a creature from the Paleted Shredder.
Yep, because the Sylvanas came afterwards.
Yeah.
He's gonna be...
Or just ignore it and just go face.
With a hand like this, I'm tempted to just go face.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a power hand. Now the
Well, the
question
15
is-
points of mana for mind control kind of makes it useless.
Money Berserker.
Did you say money berserker?
The Money Berserker.
He
Doesn't do
works on
much.
Wall Street.
Okay, dude. He just makes too much money? That's where he got his name from?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you if you play him with a coin, he gets enraged.
If you play him with Blinktron, what happens? Does the board just explode?
Well,
What if you play Trade Prince Galliwax with him? Did he just steal all the coins from your opponent?
for sure, for sure.
Okay. Okay, this is not working. All right, so we have to focus on the game. Focus
we
back
do.
on the game, Lothar. We have to do this. So, in this position,
There's a Savage
well,
Roar and a Force of Nature. Never mind. The game is over.
the game was underway, but now it's done.
So you kill the Belcher and you kill the little slime and you ref
Even?
the Deathlord for 3 points of damage. Right? Or you just kill the Deathlord. Why not
Deathlord,
that?
I
Yeah.
was gonna say you could kill the Deathlord if you wanted, but
I think I would rather. You saw the light bomb already, so why not kill the Deathlord right now? Right now.
so what could Kibler do to get himself out of this? I guess a Holy Nova would be helpful, but that is not one. I guess he's gonna have to play his anti-heal bot, but if he does that, then the board stays as is, and then he's in a pretty awful position. It's all about whether or not he does or doesn't run a second Nova or Light Bomb.
drawing intensifies.
Oh,
Well,
the Shredder.
So what do you do next? Nothing really.
You
play
buff up your
Sultanas?
opponent's Loatheb. No, you can't kill it. I was gonna say you hope that he plays a Doomsayer in his deck. Then you draw it out with Deathlord.
Well,
honestly,
you have no way out.
you have to play anti-heal bot just to not die, honestly. And you might even use the Balance Chosen on...
Isn't this lethal anyway? You got 14, 20...
No, it's not
never
lethal
mind,
yet.
21, yeah.
He's pretty close, but it's not quite there.
Oh, look. Second
So
drawer.
the question I have is, do you just Drill the Claw, do you Wrath and attack with the 5/5 to deal, to get the minion out, or do you just scenarios to buff your stuff? Because I kind of like
nice.
up. Yeah, I really do like the line of play with scenarios here.
But SjoW would have lethal this turn if he would use the Wrath the turn before.
Yep, to kill the Deathlord, right?
Mm-hmm. But it's
Well,
still not a bad position. It's like...
No, not at all. I mean, I think all the roads lead to Rome. In this position, there's really very little that Kibler can do to.
Well, the Keeper is one of the worst draws you could have gotten. Do you think that Kibler is not playing Alkanai Soul Priest at all?
I'm thinking that's the case with the Light Bomb and Valence Chosen, Mind Controls. It's possible they just cut them outright. Because he's playing Shredder, so that may be the 4-draw that he opted for because it's a bit more proactive as opposed to being reactive. And I think that's what he's trying to go for with his Priest deck.
That kind of changes the whole strategy of the deck.
Yeah, you don't
And
play
he
the
also
same
plays
bomb.
2 Thought Steals, right?
So Mind Control and then kill at 5/2. But now there's lethal on the board. Well, that is going to be game. Oh, it's going to be over a game even with that Savage Roar. Guaranteeing more than lethal for SjoW.
It's like 100 damage.
I think so. Yeah, I calculated it earlier. It was about that. A little under 100 though. By a tiny decimal.
Double greetings. Yeah, you have to do that when you see double Savage Roar.
You say hi to all the cards?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now he's overdoing it. Maybe he's saying, like, he's saying hello for each of the punches to the face. So that's going to be game. SjoW's going to be going 2-1 here. And, I mean, Kibler's still got his Priest. He has to win with his Priest. And SjoW's got one deck left.
It doesn't look good for Priest.
No, there's a Warlock coming up. So how does Kibler handle that exactly? That's going to be very...
I bet he has only one Power Death.
Okay, Shadow Word Death?
Shadow Word Death, sorry.
No problem. Okay.
It's really late.
So
And,
that's really... But then again, the
Light
Giants
Bomb
died a Light
and-
Bomb.
Yeah, but I think SjoW will not play into Light Bomb with a Warlock because you are not being pressured by the Priest like at all, and you have double silences for the Valence Chosen. And what else? The Deathlord might be an issue, but that's basically it.
Yeah, Deathlord is as big a problem as you're gonna get, but even then, I mean, you just once it's dead, you're gonna get yourself one of your bigger threats. And if you're playing any kind of demon handlock, if that is the case, I mean, it might be something a bit more standard than demon versions. Then we could be seeing. There wouldn't be a Mal'Ganis or Jaraxxus necessarily. I mean, I'm not sure what type of warlock he even brought, but I probably something like a demon handlock or handlock straight up.
Well, I bet it has a Dread Inferno in it.
You think?
Yeah, I bet. He will get it in the first opening hand, and you will be like, oh, he has it. Everyone has it.
Everyone's playing it.
Yeah.
Literally every single person is playing that deck. But I kind of understand why. I'm just not sure how the metagame is going to shift to adapt to it. It should just bring back Priest with double Cabal for the smaller minions. I mean, Priest, how bad is the matchup for Priest against that with a Light Bomb?
I think it's really bad anyway. And
Even
you don't
with
have
Light
the Alkanai, Zombie, Chows, and Circles, you know?
What if you play those? What if you make a standard control Priest with 1 Light Bomb and 2 Lights of the Naru? I feel like the matchup, it could be more bearable, but we'd have to see. I'm not exactly familiar. I just know that Priest and Warlock generally don't go hand in hand too well.
I just don't favor priest at all against warlock. Unless
Yeah,
it's
really.
ZOW. Unless it's ZOW, then the priest has a really hard time.
You don't see ZOW anymore. I mean, mid-range warlock is also pretty difficult because they run out of removal, and the stuff that the warlocks play is sticky enough. I mean, they'll eventually wear you down. So,
Well, Kibler goes for the easy win first, which is a right move when you're playing for tiebreakers. So he opts for the hunter, and it's a face hunter, which is really nice when you play against a warlock. Most likely a demon lock or hand lock.
yeah, you want to get that pressure in. This is one of the few decks that can put enough pressure on the warlock that even if he does get the Moltons out, sometimes it's too late. Oh, the Mortal Coil is going to be pretty useful here against that Leopard Gnome. So,
Well, that's a good cure. And Hunted Creeper and Wolf Rider turn 3 or a 1-drop and Hero Power on turn 3 will be nice.
it's not a bad hand either for SjoW. If you look at this, I mean, he's got the Nubian Egg, and then you can Power Overwhelm it if necessary.
The Void Color is also important. Oh, look, a second Void Color.
Wow, that's going to be cycling. He's going to be able to get board presence after he loses it. That's going to be very important for him.
Now he just needs to draw the Melganis, and that's basically win. Almost. I really like this kind of play that when you just, efficiently use your hero power against handlock. It's very important.
Every single turn, you want to weave it in instead of using your minions as resources necessarily. Well, you got to make them pay for those life taps. For all the games where they get them freely forever. And the Implosion's going to come out.
I wanted just to say that Implosion also feels like a good card to play right now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that sucks.
And there's an Unleash. I think it's...
Do you
maybe
unleash? I don't think you unleash.
It's too early, but at the same time, it's as good as it's going to get if they keep trading into your board. Yeah.
So, Abyssal Surgeon 2, right?
Ah, he's trading to avoid the Shadow Flame disasters. Can you picture that? The Shadow Flame on a 1/1? But it would have been good. That's the funny part. Is it would have actually been good. You don't seem convinced, Lothar.
No, it's a great play.
So do you just Implosion the 2/1 now? Again, Implosion a low health minion? I guess...
Yeah, I think you do.
The best
And now
you're
the roll
getting
for
here.
3. Okay, that's not bad.
Alright, the next one's gonna be 4.
Yeah. The third Implosion will get 4.
Yep, always.
Oh, there's a skill command, which is kind of important. So basically, Kibler will deal 8 points of damage this turn. And there's no healing. No healing.
It's a bit tricky.
Doomguard. Well, that doesn't achieve anything. So you use the Overwhelm on the egg and clear the Wolf Rider and leave
Just to
the
get
Hunted
damage.
Creeper on board. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Just for the
If
damage.
you want to win somehow this game, you have to raise.
Yeah. It's all gonna be down to whether or not he finds an anti-heal bot, I feel. I mean, there is a beast on the board. Like, all that Kibler has to do is punch face.
Weapon.
Yeah, you just punch face even harder now.
Well, that's game? No.
No, next
Sure.
turn is game, though.
Yeah.
He's got to find the anti-heal bot. That's the only thing that could really save him, I think. That, or he finds a Mal'Ganis. And
there's a
not
Voidwalker.
Mal'Ganis. How do you deal with this?
So you life tap to find the anti-kill bot. And there's the Dr. Boom.
That would have been played next turn if there was a next turn, but there is none. So this is going to be 2-2. SjoW is going to be sticking to his Warlock, and now Kibler is going to be forced into playing his Priest.
To win a game in Hearthstone, you can't die.
That's a really good rule.
Thank you.
Actually, speaking of rules, what if the developers of Blizzard has another great idea, that I'm throwing out there just because, we know that they obviously listen to every single suggestion everybody makes. What if there was a rule book in Hearthstone so that all the quirky interactions that exist are actually mapped out for newer players if they're curious?
So you're saying that we need a comprehensive rule set?
I'm suggesting that it would be nice to understand what's going on when I don't understand what's going on.
True, true.
So
Well,
I guess that's a comprehensive rule book. Yeah, you're right.
like the comprehensive rulebook for WoW TCG had 80 pages, from what I remember.
Well, that's possible.
Yeah, for Magic it's almost the same, I think.
Is
Or
the
even more.
Oracle? It's even bigger. No,
Yeah.
it's disgustingly big. Well, I mean, there's the rule book, and then there's every single card with its own subset of rules. So it's kind of tricky. But then, yes, that I'd love to see something like this, because when Hearthstone came out initially, when we asked about the functionality of some cards, Blizzard said, "Oh, there is no stack, like in MTG," and we were like, "Okay, well, how exactly do the actions get processed?" I mean, that doesn't seem to make any sense. There is a stack. It's just that it's hard coded in every card, to the point where you get confused when things don't go right, and then sometimes those problems are known as bugs. Blizzard acknowledges that those dysfunctional interactions are bugs. So it would be nice to be able to have maybe some hardcore rule set, but I don't think that would happen until they restructure the way their game is made, because I think it's all hard coded in each card at the moment.
Well, they made one change with the Sylvanas, right? Because they changed the Death Rattle. I mean,
they
they
did.
changed the rule with Death Rattle at all, because it wasn't like now that the last Death Rattle triggers last. Like the last Death Rattle played triggers last.
Yeah, they acknowledge that there is a stack, at least partially, so they at least put one into place, but it's not, the entirety of the game is not comprehensive yet. So, Priest versus Warlock, we're going to be jumping into the game in a few seconds. This match is pretty tough for the Priest in general, but we'll have to see if the adaptations that Kibler made to his Priest are going to make it a bit easier on him.
I have to admit, this might be a really tough game for Kibler.
Oh, maybe we'll get the triple greetings.
Well, it's not looking grim for now yet. There's only one creature with 4 points of attack, and there will be no Twilight Drakes, most likely, right?
It's been played though, but if it's demon focused, not necessarily. I mean, I see the implosion, so I feel like this is more on the mid-range side than the demon handlock. Demon handlock runs Twilight Drakes. Mid-range warlock doesn't always. Maybe we'll see them. No, whoa, he picks up a Doctor 7 off that Thought Steal.
That's a good card, for sure.
Yeah, it's a big threat. It's an additional threat that the opponent has to deal with. And
But you
Kibler
have
is
to
nodding.
deal...
Oh man.
Yeah, he always nods.
Is that just... You know what? I would like to see Kibler play Arcanine and then Shadow Madness and Mistress of Pain. I'm
Well, he
still
doesn't
obsessed
play
with that
Arcanine.
interaction. I know, we haven't seen one.
Yeah,
Well-
Implosion seems like the best option here.
Yeah, worst case scenario, it's still fine. Like, even if it hits for 2, you're still somewhat okay.
Yeah. What about Pilot Shredder first?
To trade,
Yeah.
and then you implosion to make sure that whatever comes out is likely gonna die.
Well, it's still against the odds because you got 66% of success with that implosion when you play on the Pilot Shredder. So unless you're me or you, then you want to do it first.
Yeah, of course. So he taps and decides he's not going to be doing the implosion play. He's just going to go for a
Abusive Surgeon.
abusive sergeant to trade. He's likely to be able to kill both things that come out. Yep, and that's a pretty nice one too. Doesn't have 3 attack. A little easier to deal with. Although that does make Shadow Madness amazing.
Yeah. Right.
Oh man.
What?
Delayed reaction, but reaction at the end. We got it. So, I mean, I think I like that Shadow Madness. I think it's good enough.
I think that's a good occasion, but maybe do you want to use an avoid color? And you most
Deny
likely...
the demons.
Yeah, oh crap.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, it dies to your zombie chow soon. Ish.
But I would rather see him using the Shadow Madness maybe later on. And just drop the Death Lord instead, you know?
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Whoa.
4.
So that was the third one.
Yeah,
We told
that
you
was
the third
one.
implosion
Yeah.
is gonna hit for 4.
We should make an extensive testing of that.
What if it just cycles? 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
2,
maybe.
3, 4, and you just don't pay attention.
That's how everything in Blizzard works.
They just cycle.
Yep. But the Drax is the win card against the priest, not the priest. And 2 Dr. Booms. So we might see 3 of those in this game.
Yeah, we don't know. Does Kibler run one? I don't think I saw one earlier.
Yeah,
Unless
he has to. Why would you not run Dr. Boom?
In priests, I've seen a few priest lists without it. It's not that uncommon.
Okay, I believe you.
You don't seem convinced. I think
You
priest
know.
is one of the only classes that does still sometimes not run it.
So
Well-
what do you do? It's turn 7.
I think you play Vol'jin on the imp.
Oh, seems nice.
Well, that's a nice pickup.
So you kill Dr. Boom with... Wait, you can steal Dr. Boom. Do you want to do it? Nah. We don't want to do it, right?
Well, it plays into Shadow Madness, and you're just feeding a Sylvanas into it, so I don't think so, no. You could Hellfire to... Actually, you could attack with your 1/1, but the thing is you're putting Jiraxis on the board and then Hellfiring.
The problem with... You don't want to put the Drax on the board. You
Definitely
want
not,
to play
no.
it, so
Yeah,
that Void Color...
it's a
has most-
problem.
Yeah, it's a problem right now. And so you want to keep the Mistress of Pain in your hand to avoid...
Does he want to put it as a... Does he actually want to get Jiraxis on this board?
I'm not exactly sure. Then the Vol'jin will be just... Wow, man, the Vol'jin. The Vol'jin will be huge, to say the least. Pew!
Oh
of course,
my
yeah, it goes for
goodness.
4. Why not?
That sounds balanced.
Tap left.
Did that just happen?
It's
Did he
killed.
just play Mistress of Pain and it just instantly died?
And now look at this. Vol'jin into bomb, kill the Jaraxxus.
At 6-15. But he's just gonna play Sylvanas and get it back.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But then he's gonna mind control it back.
Greetings!
Greetings, traveler. Oh wait, that's the wrong class.
3-2 Jaraxxus, that's the first time I see it.
You've never played into Redemption.
Well,
It's terrible. Not Redemption.
that'll be
but,
3-1, not 3-2.
Yeah. You're right, 3-2 is special.
It's like a 2-mana Jaraxxus.
Oh man.
1 turn for
8-2 mana Jiraxis. You know what? This would actually be the most awesome thing in the world. A Shadow Boxer. You what, mate?
So you have to play. You have to avoid killing the Sylvanas at all costs.
Yeah, you need to heal her
Yes,
every turn.
definitely. So maybe you just drop the Belcher.
Yep. I think so. Then again, you're playing into Shadow Flame really hard. You might as well just not and leave the board as it is. Is that really a bad play?
I'm not sure.
I mean, you're already playing into Shadow Flame at the moment because you're feeding him a minion off the 2/5. Well, Kibler doesn't seem to be worried about Shadow Flame.
Well, in his defense, it's like he has Shadow Flame, I lose.
He's
doesn't?
gonna pop Sylvanas. He's just gonna pop Sylvanas.
No way, really? And give
Yeah, he
him the
does.
Death Lord?
Ideally, that's what he wants.
Shadow
He isn't a
Boxer,
Shadow
that's not
Boxer.
bad. That's not bad, definitely. Now he can use the Kibler Shadow Priest and take it back.
Yeah, if he wants to get it back right now, he can.
Does he want to do it?
I don't even know there's
So
a
many
massively good
questions.
reason. Yeah, I mean this game is full of questions. Does that kill the Boombot, which then kills the Shadow Boxer? We will
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
Nope, it does not.
Pew pew. That's how it does. A Doom Guard, which is really bad when there's mind control looming just around the corner. What about... No, you can't play... You have to drop Dr. Boom.
You have to play... Oh man, I can't believe he's gonna have to play Dr. Boom. That's pretty horrible.
Yeah, that's so bad.
That's
One turn too late. Well,
yeah,
never mind.
Sylvanas would have loved this so much.
Yep.
If he'd gotten it and Sylvanas was still alive, this would be a devastating blow, but at the moment, not the biggest deal, and quite frankly...
Fought Steel Sacrificial Pact. That doesn't work anymore. There's no draw access.
Do you light bomb this? Ever?
Why would you?
Or
it
do
deals
you
damage to your minions, man.
So you have to just mind control Dr. Boom then?
What about ignoring Dr. Boom?
Ignoring Dr. Boom? I don't think so. With Shadow Flame around?
Oh yeah,
This feels very dangerous.
Well, there was no Shadow Flame for the past turn, so he might actually think about that. It doesn't look good for show, you know? And 1 damage bomb? That's not happening.
No, that's a glitch.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's
well,
fine.
we have to fix Blizzard's game, you know? Nerf Dr. Boom, give it 6 points of damage and 6 points of attack, and the bomb bombs always deal 4.
Okay, so now there's got to be a Shadow Flame on this board. I think it's going to be a BGH plus Abusive Sergeant Shadow Flame. This looks like a pretty good time for it.
And it puts a creature on your board from the Death Lord.
Yep, and you keep the Abusive. You know what, I
Not
do like
too shabby.
That's not bad. What could he get from this? Just about anything, honestly.
A Mal'Ganis.
He can even Dark Bomb the Vol'jin at the very end of this. And what does he get? He gets a
whiff.
That
That's the worst thing you can get from that, I think.
Yeah,
but he's chosen. Yes.
He's just gonna Cabal Shadow Priest, Valence Chosen the Slime, and go all in. Oh man, it's gonna be the biggest slime ever made. Oh come on, you don't Valence Chosen?
No, you don't.
Kibler.
You kill the Abusive Sergeant with it to 3. And this is a Hellfire target. And then I load it. And then it's a Fort Steel for 8 and heal.
No, you Valence Chosen and then you kill Lothab. Easy life.
Think so. How? Well, you have no target if there would be. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Well, Show goes for the Lothab, and I'm not exactly sure what spells it's trying to prevent here because there's really nothing that Show. Oh, there's double Dark Bomb in the deck.
That's something I didn't anticipate. Double light
I did not
bomb.
anticipate that many of them either. No, I have to be honest with you.
7/4, quite a huge creature, almost like Dr. Boom.
You know what? This is gonna be a pretty good anti-heal bot Doomguard turn, though. As weird as it sounds. You don't really care about this egg anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I say quite good, but it's gonna die to the 7/4.
And
Whoa.
the deeper we go into the deck, the fatter the Fort Steel is going to get. Like, you know, imagine Mal'Ganis from the Fort Steel. Oh, so just face palmed.
Well, speaking of the devil.
That's not happening. Now and you even have a Voidwalker to buff it.
At the very end, you get a 3/5. It's like Ascension. Oh goodness.
But it has a
just punched
taunt,
the
so it will die to the anti-kill bot.
You don't play it now. You play it in turn 10 with Mal'Ganis for style points.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
That would have been such a waste of an opportunity.
So now it's perfect turn for Voidwalker.
Voidwalker.
For Doomguard and
Yeah. And for everything he's got. Is he tapping again?
yeah, he is.
Oh. Okay. So he wants to set up.
And now you can't play Doomguard because you will discard Mal'Ganis.
Oh, he's just going to play Mal'Ganis next turn. He doesn't want to play it now. I thought he was going to play it now, but he wants to make sure that this egg is popped to the fin of Argus and then plays the... Does he play Voidwalker even now? I don't think so.
I don't think
Keep
so,
it
yeah.
like the priest is doing. Surprise! You're not alone.
They have the same strat.
Both players have the exact same strategy in mind. Actually, this is a good Dark Bomb, isn't it? Light Bomb. No, it's not. I lied. Actually, this is a good Holy Nova, though. No, it's not. Never mind.
Try again. Maybe something will change.
Maybe it's a good Voidwalker Mal'Ganis.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
Never mind.
I still like.
Oh wait, I forgot about the Valence Chosen.
Yeah, that's why it was a good Nova. Like, it was half a good Nova. It was this close to being an OP Nova. Oh, man. Now you have to play Mal'Ganis, but it dies to 7-5.
Second egg. Well, he got...
You can make an omelet at the very end. You're like, you know what? Let's just share this. Let's just share this dinner in memory of this game.
You asked the innkeeper for a omelette from 2 Nerubian eggs.
Can you bring me some flame imps here? I need to cook.
Jesse, we have to cook.
Oh no,
Wow.
forcing subs. Well, that's going to be game. The Warlock is going to be going down. We will never see the Mal'Ganis from the Priest, unfortunately. So that means last game, Kibler, Kibler just got 3-2 over SjoW.
And with a priest against Warlock. So again, as we said, when a priest has so low chances of winning against another class, they win.
I think it has to do with the adaptations that were made by Kibler, maybe to an extent. I mean, that Valence Chosen might have seemed ridiculous, but at the very end there, it was actually really instrumental in keeping the board of that Cabal Shadow Priest.
He won because there was a Jaraxxus on board with Vol'jin.
14 health, and then there was also the Thoughtsteel Doctor Boom.
Yeah.
So a lot of things went his way, but at the same time, that's the way Priest plays in competitive play against control decks. If it nails value with Thoughtsteel, they can just win outright.
That's true.
Well, that's going to be the match in favor of Kibler. Well done by Kibler here against SjoW. I thought the lineup that SjoW brought was, you know, a little less predictable, but despite that, it still fell to Kibler. What I'm wondering, though, is how SjoW's feeling right now, because that's that was a really long series, and after that much effort...
It was kind of exhausting, that's for sure.
It
And
really was.
SjoW will now have a 2-2 score in the 4 weeks of Kinguin Pro League, and Brand Kibler will go to 2-2 also. So they now share the same result during the 4 weeks. Okay,
so we'll be going for a short break before we'll be back for the last match of the day. So yeah, don't go anywhere. Kinguin Pro League about to finish this day.